I'm Damien of Epik Movie Reviews. I told you I would review this after I was sick. I'm not sick anymore. These are just tears. It's over. The greatest saga of all time. Actually, it's one of the greatest. I can't say the greatest, otherwise movie 4 will kill me. But screw him, I'm just gonna say it. Greatest saga of all time is over. It went out. So, actually, I don't know how it went out. Honestly, I'm still confused of what I decided. But let's just get on with it. The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. So The Battle of the Five Armies was released a week ago, and it stars everyone else from the first movie except for one new character. I don't remember the actor, but whatever. So The Battle of the Five Armies is literally set immediately after Desolation of Smaug, where Smaug is set out to go destroy Lake Town, and now the company sits around and watches. And then after that happens, and the battle happens because of Thorin's greediness. And now the movie starts. So, the Hobbit franchise isn't... how should I put this? It isn't a decent... It's a decent prequel franchise. Better than the Star Wars ones, because... Not getting episode 3, we can look back at the Star Wars prequels and just say... But the Hobbits, we can look back and say... But this one just goes out in a really mixed bag. And let me explain why I say the mixed bag. Let's start with the good. The good is that, well, there's a lot of action in it, with the clocking in of a runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's pretty short for a Peter Jackson movie, I will tell you all that. But too short Peter Jackson movies, does it feel right? It just kind of doesn't feel right that a Peter Jackson movie is clocked down to 2 hours instead of 3. I mean, Desolation of Smaug was pretty short, yes, like at 2 hours and 42 minutes, but it felt not like Lord of the Rings at all. This one is supposed to be the Return of the King of Hobbit movies, and it is a pretty shorter version of Return of the King. It doesn't feel right, that's what I'm saying. I also liked Richard Armitage's acting as Thorin this time around, because you don't know how to feel for Thorin at the beginning of the movie, because he's a douchebag, if you get the, because I'm losing train of thought. I was crying for a long time. He has the symptoms of dragon sickness, meaning he goes crazy, and you see that because if you guys remember in Desolation of Smaug, when he said, "Oh, hey, we will give you half the money we get back from taking over Erebor. We'll give it to you." But in this movie, he's all like, no, I'm not going to give these people. What do they do for us? They want to kill us. Even though Bard saved their lives. And there was moments where, like, when Bilbo was there with him, before he overcame the dragon sickness, or realized he had dragon sickness, whenever Bilbo would talk to him, Thorin would have the smile on his face, and you know that he's still in there. Thorin's heart is somewhat in there when Bilbo's there. Like, Thorin describes Bilbo as his only friend in this movie because he believes that someone else stole the Arkenstone, and that's why he can't find it. And so he automatically blames his dwarf, his kin, and so on. But not Bilbo, because Bilbo, if you look at Bilbo, do you really think he'll steal from you? Other good is that the movie ends on a high note. Like, if you guys remember okay, no, I can't spoil it. No, I can't. I would be spoiling the ending if I told you guys this. But the ending is awesome. It gives it the good, and it's also great to see Saruman taking a little. Sorry, I can't curse parents in the other room, so I will whisper whenever I hit the curse. But Saruman's kicking a little bit of that, but it's all CGI. Now we're going on to the bad territory. CGI, a lot of it. Like, the movie relies too much on its CGI. Sorry if I lose track of thought, I'm still a little. But there is a lot of CGI used in the film, and you can sometimes tell, and there's some moments where it's not CGI, but it looks CGI, like in King Kong, where Jack just goes driving and Kong is following him. It all kind of looks CGI, but there was one shot that looked like it was CGI, but turns out it wasn't CGI. It was actual car, and there was no green screen. That was actual set makeup and stuff, and it kind of felt like a CGI, but it wasn't. You can tell when those moments are in this movie. Well, actually, you can't because of how great the CGI is. But due to the great CGI, there are so many moments where the movie can show you when they're not using the best of the CGI resources, or they're using too much. Like the ending when they're fighting on the ice, I could tell when there were the moments that they were using the CGI, or the parts when the battles of the 5 armies occurred, and the CGI armies over here and the CGI armies over here, and they're clashing together. Just didn't feel right. Another bad to this film is Tariel. Now, in the second movie, I liked Tariel, even though she was a wasted element, I said in that movie, but she actually feels more useful at moments than in this movie, where she's not. Because in this movie, you don't know if she wants to fight for dwarf number 2. I don't remember if it's Fili or Kili. The names are so difficult to remember. And I was really rooting for her to die in this movie because of that. Because you can, like I said, you can really tell when she would not fight if dwarf number 2 wasn't included into the battle. Okay, if dwarf number 2 was out somewhere having snow cones with dwarf number 3, Tariel, and there was like the battle of 5 armies was occurring, Tariel would be like, "Oh, he's not here. I want to go see if he's having snow cones with dwarf number 3." I think that's what I'm saying. And then Legolas in this movie, he's really cool. I don't know why I put this in the bad section. He's the good in this movie, except he's not doing that killing like I said in the last review, or in the last movie where he has the blades and he's on the balcony and the orc's head is on the sword. And he's just like, and then the head just falls into the lake, and you're just like, oh my god, slaughter! You know, he doesn't do that. He's more Legolas this time. He's arrow, but he's still killing. It's William Turner. This is William Turner's one day where he gets to stay on land. The battle at Dol Guldur was uninteresting, even though Saruman was there killing. Galadriel, she was promoted in the posters and stuff that she was going to be in this movie for a while. 5 minutes tops. I was really looking forward to Galadriel being in the movie. I really would like her to be in the movie. Like, I wouldn't have minded. She would have been a great key figure. Alright, her and Bilbo share some dialogue. Which leads me to the next bad. Bilbo. I'm not saying Bilbo was bad in this movie. It's just that I was a little let down that he didn't do any killing in this movie. Like in the scene of Ravenhill, instead of using his sword, he just throws rocks. And I'm just there. I'm just sitting in the theater. I'm just like, wait, you have Sting with you. Why aren't you using Sting? And then the biggest bad of them all is the franchise is over. But I gotta wrap this up anyway because I gotta go. So in the end, The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies has great action. Thorin's pretty cool in this movie. Perfect ending, or a decent ending, but also has some letdown moments. Too much CGI. And the franchise over, and Tolkien Estate won't sell Jackson any movies. So I give Battle of the Five Armies Cumberbatch. I can't give it legendary. I can't. It's there's so, like I said, there's so many missing components from this film. I remember my Desolation of Smog review I did, and I didn't tell you guys the rating I gave it. Yeah, I gave it Cumberbatch. I just wanted to end it so abruptly, like the Desolation of Smog, so you don't know what happens next. So I wanted to do that and see what you guys thought. No one watched that video yet. So which is your favorite Hobbit? Mine is tied up between Desolation of Smog and Battle of the Five Armies because the Hobbit prequels aren't the greatest. But I did like this movie and I liked Desolation of Smog. I did not really enjoy An Unexpected Journey, even though I gave it a decent, fun flick. It's not saying much. So, do you guys think that they should make more Lord of the Rings? What do you guys think? As always, comment in the comment section and let me know. Or whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, do the other thing.